Playa del Carmen is an incredibly successful city in the Riviera Maya in Mexico, so about an hour south of the Cancun airport. There's a number of reasons why it's so successful. It has beautiful beaches, white sand, teal water. It also has a very interesting vibe to it. Just walking around town just feels good. There's tons of restaurants, there's things to do. If you like excursions, there's tons of them in the area. Cozumel is close. Really, the list kind of goes on and on. What makes Playa del Carmen such an interesting, sought-after city for tourism. And if you've never been here, I highly recommend it. In this video, I'm going to show you what's it like in Playa del Carmen. I actually have a small airport, like right in town. I'm kind of right in town near Benito Juarez, which is like a main street that goes down to the ferry docks, the ferry terminal, which is kind of like the main landmark for just being busy. But there's this little airport you can do skydiving, and they got all these small little planes parked there. To get to Playa del Carmen, most likely gonna go through the main Cancun airport. That one's just for little hobby planes. Very modern city, Playa del Carmen, with tons of new kind of condos. Great infrastructure in Playa del Carmen too. Another one of the reasons that makes it a really great place to visit. If you've just come off a cruise ship in Playa del Carmen or Cozumel and made your way over here, you might think that Playa del Carmen is just that area down by the ferry docks and the busy part of Fifth Avenue, but that is, in my opinion, not really I mean, it's part of Playa del Carmen, but that's where, you know, the tourists who are here for 6 hours go and pay overpriced prices and go to Senor Frogs and that type of thing. But the city itself, Playa del Carmen, that's what I'm going to show in this video, and this is the more authentic part of the city. That street there is Avenida Benito Juarez, and it's kind of the main like boulevard in town. It goes down to the ferry dock. It's one of the busiest streets. Playa del Carmen is on a grid, so has numbered streets, so it makes it kind of easy to get around. So you've got 5th Avenue down by the water, then 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, etc., etc. And the more the number of the avenue, the more you're getting kind of away from the water. And then in the other direction, it's streets. So 2nd Street, 4th Street, 6th Street. So the avenues jump by 5 and the streets jump by 2. So this right here is 2nd Street Norte, and then you'll get to 4th and 6th, and this is 20th Avenida. So I'm not down on 5th Avenue, which I will do another video about 5th Avenue, which is just much more kind of like tourist stores, and like I mentioned, people coming off the cruise ship and they want to have fun for an afternoon before they get back onto their cruise ship. But this is, in my opinion, the much more authentic part of town. And really, the Playa del Carmen is huge. It's 300,000 people, so this part goes on for a very long time. one of the, what I find amazing things about Playa del Carmen is just the accessibility for kind of tourists to get into like an authentic kind of Mexican neighborhood where you can experience and partake in restaurants and, you know, real type of businesses. But the number of restaurants in Playa is just unbelievable, how many restaurants there are here, and they're amazing for the most part. Hotels as well, there's just tons and tons of hotels. It's just a really successful tourist area. A lot of hostels here, a lot of really kind of different budgets for the accommodation, which you know, makes it very accessible. Hostels is super high-end places. There's, you know, anything on the water, because there's actually houses on the water. The beaches is all public in Mexico, but you can have a house on the water. So this street is blocked off for some reason. Actually, the straight ahead's kind of like the municipal plaza where they're doing like holiday Christmas decorations. I'm not sure why this particular part is blocked off. Yeah, it's just hotel after hotel after restaurant after restaurant. It's just a really well done city. It's grown and growing at a ridiculous rate. I was looking online before I did this video. Population now is 300,000, probably more, but in 2010 it was only 150,000, so it's basically doubled in size in like 15 years. I assume there's going to be some type of activity or something, as all the streets around here are blocked off right now. This is the Palacio Municipal, the Christmas decorations. But if you're wondering about coming to Playa and you want to know what the city's about, this is the video I'm doing now, kind of trying to show the vibe of the city, and it's a really good vibe. So I'm on 20th Avenue right now, which is where I'm walking, and in my opinion that's kind of like the sweet spot of Playa. So you're close enough to kind of the water and everything, but you're not right down on 5th Avenue, which can just, I find, just overwhelming with people trying to sell you things. And again, I'll do another video about 5th Avenue so you can kind of see what that's like, and I find it overwhelming. It's good to see once or twice in your life, because it's pretty busy and pretty interesting, I guess, for the one time. But once you go more than once or twice, it just kind of gets overwhelming with the people just trying to sell you everything underneath the sun. So this is one of 2 ADO stations in town. So ADO is the main kind of bus that'll take you from the Cancun airport. It'll take you to Tulum, take you really kind of all around the Yucatan Peninsula to Merida. And this is the what they call Alterna station, so the second station on 20th Avenue. There's a station that's kind of right down by the water, and that's what they call a tourist station. So if you're taking a bus here, make sure you know which one, where you might be coming and going to. They're not far from each other. Like you can walk probably 15 minutes to the other station from here. But just so you know, there are 2 ADO stations in Playa del Carmen. And again, just hotel after hotel. There's so many hotels here. City, for the most part, is really well taken care of too. It's clean, the streets are good. If you have a car, there's actually places to park your car on the street here. Just condos, tons and tons of condos. So we're now at 14th Street. If you go in that direction, you'd get to 5th Avenue and the beach. And if you go in this direction, you would get to the highway. So the main highway that goes from Cancun basically to Tulum, with stops in Playa del Carmen, the whole kind of Riviera Maya. There's a one main highway. It's up there, so it's kind of one of the main landmarks. And then 4-ish streets, main streets down there would be 5th Avenue. I'm also going to do a video about the beaches in Playa del Carmen, because that's kind of the main draw in a way. That's what brings a lot of people here. Unlike Cancun, which is mostly all-inclusives, on essentially the same beach, just a bit more north of here, Playa del Carmen doesn't really have that many all-inclusives like Cancun. It's more hotels, Airbnbs, private residences, condos, that type of thing. Constituyentes, which is another main street that goes kind of east to west, just like Benito Juarez. Beach is that way, highway is that way. The other main one that goes east-west is, if I keep on heading straight, is called CTM. Those are probably the 3 main cross streets: Benito Juarez, Constituyentes, and CTM. Lots of businesses and restaurants on this street. My battery just died there, so I'm not sure where it died, so I may repeat something. But this area, as you head away from Benito Juarez, basically heading north, and the streets are getting bigger, 26, 28, 30, etc, etc. You're kind of getting into more residential and less businesses, other than kind of little corner stores. and the beach is down that way, and the highway's up that way. And I hope this is giving a good indication on what's it like in Playa del Carmen. So, as you can see, it's a gorgeous city. I mean, I'm just kind of walking, and everywhere I've gone so far is just nice looking. There's a big kind of health and gym type of vibe here in Playa del Carmen as well, and eating healthy. So you do see a lot of gyms, and you see a lot of people running and kind of eating their smoothies and things like that. This is 34th Avenue, which looks like it's another kind of busy cross street. It's got 4 lanes, and like most of them stuff too. But there's a big restaurant. I'm gonna see if I can get to CTM, which is kind of starting to get on the outer kind of areas a little bit of Playa del Carmen. I mean, it goes all the way to, I know there's a beach at Playa 88, so it goes to at least 88. So I just looked on the maps, and CTM is basically the equivalent of 46th Street. So about 6 or 8 more streets to go. So 46, so it goes way past that. The city goes out to like 100 or something like that, or more. So it's a big city, and I'm just walking along 20th Avenue. There's many avenues as well. The whole city feels really safe too. I'm not sure if there's any areas that are considered kind of bad areas. I've never really seen any. I've walked around quite a bit in Playa. Playa's amazing for walking around, as you can probably see in this video. Is you just walk past a restaurant every 2 minutes, it feels like, no matter where you are. So here is Avenida CTM, and I kind of just wanted to walk here for my own personal reasons, as there's an apartment that I saw advertised on this street. And I'm not sure, number 2, if I'd ever walked out this far. So I took a left there, and I'm heading in this direction. Would be towards the highway. So again, the one highway that kind of goes through, the one main highway that goes through all the Riviera Maya.
¿Hay pan dulce casero?
Oh, gracias. growth in this city is just unbelievable. You can't walk for more than 2 minutes without seeing a new like building or condo or something that's going up. Buenas tardes. So that's 30th Avenue. Try and walk up to the highway, although it's fairly far. Actually, I can see it from here, like an overpass on the highway there. And that'll be a pretty good overview of what and I feel the real city is like. Again, I'll do another video where just on 5th Avenue, but that's kind of like Playa del Carmen Disneyland. See the highway from here, and then actually on the other side of the highway, which I'm not going to do in this video, and maybe not at all, is on the other side of the highway there's actually a massive other part of Playa del Carmen. I believe it's called the Colonia, or that I might be thinking of Puerto Morales, but anyways, on the other side of the highway there's just tons more places to live. That would be way out of the tourist type of area. Yeah, this is now starting to feel not dangerous, but just kind of desolate. Like there's not really anybody around except for me. Okay, there's some more condo buildings. This is 40th Avenue, 45th Avenue. So basically at the highway. And I think with that beautiful Playa del Carmen sunshine peeking through again, this is where I'm going to end this video. That's another thing about what is Playa del Carmen like. It is nice, man. The weather here is so nice. Sunny, hot but not too hot, breezy, just kind of perfect. And that is what it's like in Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo, Mexico.